Wow. Welcome to DogStar. Each week we sit down with the star of rap and R&B, and this week we have the distinct pleasure of sitting down with Camille Love. How you doing?
Hi.
How are you,
everyone?
How are you feeling? We've got the singer, songwriter, independent artist, model, actor, and
painter,
Yes.
philanthropist. That's,
Yes.
you work in front of the scenes, behind the scenes,
I do it
on the
all.
front lines.
Tricks of all
It's-
trades.
Yeah, we appreciate you stopping by, chatting with us, chatting with
Thanks for
fans.
having me.
Yeah.
I feel appreciated.
Hey, I mean, we really do. It was fun listening to your discography and getting to know you as much as we could there, but we want to get the whole picture.
Peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
So let's start at the very beginning.
Rewind.
Okay.
Are you from Minnesota? Were you born in Minnesota?
Well, I'm born in Chicago, south
Okay.
side of Chicago.
And then growing up in Chicago, who was around picking the music before you were old enough to like buy your own CD?
Or was there anyone playing music?
Yeah, my family is big on music, actually. They play it all the time, especially my aunt. Like, I remember going to my grandmother's house. Like, I told my mom, I want to spend the summer there with my aunt. And we used to be in her room eating all the snacks and watching literally all the videos, interviews of different type of artists like Michael Jackson, Floetry,
Wow.
Indiari. Oh, my God, I love her. And that literally had me like, oh my gosh. And once I see Michael Jackson, it was like, yeah, I love music. I got to do this too. Like, so that kind of is where, well, my mom said I started off when I was 5 singing in a choir in kindergarten for my class. And she said ever since then, I could not stop singing. She would be like, girl, shut up now. Okay, I'm tired of hearing it. But I'm like still singing, like still in love. And that's how I started off.
Was your aunt a singer as well? Did she play instruments?
She didn't. She just loved. She was like a junkie with keeping all the CDs, all the like. She used to have her discs. She used to like make like she had blank CDs and she would make CDs and literally record it on there and make like albums of different type of songs that she liked. And she had so many of them.
Oh my
So she
gosh.
was really in tune with the music. So I think, you know, growing up with her, and then her brothers, they are twins, and they sing, and they used to sing in church.
Wow.
And they used to always push me to, you know, sing. They're like, really, like, take it serious. You're holding back. Like, give it your all. Once I really, you know, started really singing for real, they was like, you got to do it right if you're going to do it. And watching them kind of motivated me too.
You could see it was reachable. It was achievable.
Yes, and my family loved music, so we were always singing at events, like family gatherings.
I was just about to ask, if there's any memorable family events, or maybe the earliest event. Do you remember what you performed in front of everyone at the barbecue or at July 4th?
My mom always had me sing like the Indiari I Am Ready for Love song. She like, sing that one song you love. So I used to always sing that.
Wow.
She was big on always saying, my daughter can sing. Come here, Isha. You know, sing that one song. Sing that one song.
Okay.
So I used to sing that. And then when Keisha Cole came out with Love, I used to always, people be like, oh, I heard you can sing. I want to hear you. So that was my go-to.
And is this all before church choir, 5th grade? Just again at family events singing, or around the same
Well,
time?
my uncles, they were in the choir.
Oh, right.
The
Okay,
only
I'm
experience
sorry.
I had in the choir was one summer I went to Mississippi to visit my dad, and he had us in a choir out there. So I got to experience being in the choir that summer. But I just got to see my uncles be in it, and then they perform at church because they are ministers right now. So, you know, I got to see that, you know.
That's awesome to hear about, at least for the, because we know you from being a singer, but we know you do a lot of other artistic pursuits.
Yes.
Was singing like the earliest artistic expression form?
To be honest, I started writing music at 9, and my first song that I wrote was a rap. So
There you
We
go.
don't
And
have
I
that in our
know-
research. That's so
I'm
cool.
no rapper. That song was like, I remember Erykah Badu rapping. She was saying like, begging me cheese, like something of that nature. I forgot the song. But then I was like, ooh, I want to do that. So I started rapping, and I took a little, 1-2 of her verses from there, and then I kind of came up with my own little rap at 9.
And
it was a little fun.
What was the MC name? What did you call yourself?
At that time, I just went by Isha, by my original name.
And do you remember any of the lines, the lines that you wrote?
So
or is this song, do you have this on like an old cell phone or something?
At that time, I was just writing because I didn't have a phone at 9. Right. But I wrote it. It was like, baby, begging me, please, like a bag of cheese. I be rapping my cheese to say, hey. I was like, what are you doing?
And that was the first song, though.
Yes, that was
That's
the
amazing.
first like rap.
And were you showing people?
I was literally rapping that to people just for fun, and they would laugh. It was like funny for me and my sister. She just told me like last year, remember that rap that you came up with? And she knew it line by
Oh my God, that's awesome.
It was embarrassing, but it was fun. It was funny. I was 9. Like I didn't expect to really, do something serious at that time.
Right.
But then I really got into R&B. Once Brandy and Monica came out with The Boy Is Mine, I was like, oh, I want to be an R&B girl too. I love it. And I think that's when I started really getting into R&B.
And they were the biggest superstar role models.
At that time, but Michael Jackson was the first one for sure. Right. Like when I seen him in Jackson 5 as a kid, and then I was a kid, I was like, oh my God, if he can do it.
You can see the trajectory.
Yes, I'm like, I can do this too. And then I seen him progress because, again, when I was little, he already was, an adult at that time, really into the music at that time. But I was looking at, like I said, with my auntie in the room, we were looking at old footage of Jackson 5 and his upbringing. Then I think it was like a documentary out, and we were watching that, and I was inspired. Wow. I was like, oh my God, I want to do this too. And that's when I was like, I think I want to take this serious.
And it's amazing. I just want to refer back to what you were saying earlier, your family being so supportive of that decision. Because a lot of the times a child will have a dream and it's kind of quelled or squashed by their family.
I think I was the one that was really in my way because literally when I was younger, I was so shy. Like, I think that's why it took me so long to really progress as an artist and really take it serious. Because I was just like, oh, no, I don't. My family like, girl, go sing. Go, do that one song you love. And I'm like, okay. And I'm always shy. And I'm like, okay, I got to do it. And I'm singing all low. And they was like, girl. That's why the twins, they were like, encouraging me. They was like, you got a good voice. Do it. Like, what is. And at the time, I'm young and shy. And I'm just like, no. I'll just sing and write my music. I was like, I'll just write. I'm just going to write because I was too afraid. So, yeah, that's how it was growing up. But they were still supportive. They were still like, sing for my friend, and do this.
Yeah, and introducing you as, this is a singer.
Yeah.
Like, that's so cool that your family just knew that's huge.
Was there a time on stage? I'm just wondering, because, your stage presence, the way you carry yourself, doesn't seem shy at all. And I'm just wondering if there's
a lot of work behind that.
So there wasn't one night in 11th grade that...
I actually, in Chicago, they had like a program for young high school teens.
Whoa.
It was called After School Matters. So I did that. I was enrolled in that. And then I got a chance to actually perform at the Chicago Theater in front of the mayor and there was a lot of big names there at that time.
Rewind.
While you're in high school?
When I was in high school, my junior year, I was in After School Matters program. And they literally, when we were in there, they were teaching us how to walk in heels. We were doing the voice training. And then we did Tina Turner, Rolling. So it was a group of us girls. And then the guys did Temptation, I believe. Yeah.
I love it.
So we had to learn to make sure we could walk and dance in the heels.
Wow.
So they taught us that. And just the whole breakdown of like what to expect as a performer, what to do. Like they were literally like hitting every point. So I think that's where I really like learned to become a great performer.
Like boot camp, a class.
Exactly. It was like a boot camp. He was on it. He was on it, but it was fun too at the same time.
It was something that you at that time wanted to.
I actually wanted to be a cheerleader, and my mom was like, "No, you need to do this." And then I looked at all the different programs they had, and I seen the Artist Develop. That was the name of it. It was called Artist Development. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's me. So I enrolled in that one. And I think I used to be like, Mom, I wanted to have friends and be a cheerleader and do all that. I was at the time young thinking like, that's the best decision. I just want to be a kid.
Right.
But I think actually things happen for a reason, because being in that taught me a lot as an artist. And I appreciate what I learned from it. And I got to, meet a lot of great people and connects at that time. So it was amazing.
Yeah, is there one piece of advice from that program you could share with future artists? Or
Yes, to make sure when you're performing to give your all. Like, no half step in it. And when you're on stage, don't be afraid, because, you got the talent. You are creative, so just do it and have fun. They told us, like, don't think too much about it when you're on that stage. Just have fun, because you got the talent. So just do it and succeed.
Oh, that's so huge and so awesome that, because I'm sure that was a few months.
Yeah,
that
I think
program.
It was probably, I want to say 5 months.
But lifelong lessons.
Or
That's
maybe,
amazing.
Yeah, it was so long ago. I'm bad with time, and I'm not going to lie, timeline.
We're here now, exactly.
But I think it was 5 months in the program.
So in high school, it was, I'm going to be more cheerlead. I want to pursue my cheerleading talents versus my singing.
Yeah, because I did
talents.
cheerleading from 5th grade to 8th grade.
Oh,
And I
wow.
wanted to continue it in high school. But of course, music, like I was saying, I was writing when I was younger. So music was, like, other than my parents, my first love. So, I really wanted to do it, but I knew I was too shy. So I was like, let me just have fun while I'm young. But artist development taught me a lot. It pushed me to want to do it more.
And after that program, no more cheerleading? Or
Yeah,
was it
no more cheerleading.
Okay, because it might have still been kind of in the back of your head. We're just trying to figure out the path, the artist's journey.
For me, it was like, okay, I want to do music. And after that, everyone was like telling my mom, like, get her in American Idol, get her, like, have her try out for that.
Yeah.
And one day she was like, okay, I'm getting people telling me to do it a lot. So, like, literally my senior year, she took me to go try out for American Idol.
No way. What can you tell us about that experience?
Yeah. Oh my God, it was scary. Because remember, at the time I was shy. So I was like, oh my God, now she really did this.
Yeah.
But I was excited too at the same time. I think it was around the time when Katy Perry what is that song called? I'm hot and I'm cold.
Oh, Hot and Cold.
Oh, it's called that? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, around that time, they had us singing that while we were waiting to go down. But remember, again, I'm shy at this moment, right?
Yeah.
So I go down there, and literally it's my turn to perform. And I'm there, my go-to is the I Am Ready. Well, after I Am Ready. First, it was the I Am Ready for Love. That was the number one song that my mom made me sing.
Yeah.
So I went for that one, not
Nice.
Love by Keisha Cole, because that was my original go-to. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to do I Am Ready for Love by NDRE. So I got this. I'm motivating myself, getting ready. I get in front of them. They're like, next. And then I get totally afraid. I'm
Just
like,
freeze.
I just freeze. I'm like, oh my gosh. They're like, okay, what are you going to sing? So I sing, and I'm like, I'm ready for love. Singing so low. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Sing, get louder. But I didn't. It was like, we can't hear you, a little louder. And then I'm like, next. And then I'm like,
because this is
like,
after the program. This is grade 11, grade 12.
After the program. Yep. So I was a senior at that point. I think I probably graduated already at that point. And then I
Welcome
tried
to the world.
out.
Next.
Yes,
No.
it was. You know what? That was good that happened because it had me like, oh no, I can't let that happen again. So for me, it was like I'm not gonna take this serious until I'm ready, because I learned, in artist development, I learned what it takes to be an artist and how you really have to do it. So I was really like hard on myself. I'm like, if I can't do it like I was taught, I'm gonna wait until I can.
That's so smart.
So I mean, in the meantime, after that, I was just like featuring on other local artists. I was just rapping for fun.
Is that in Chicago at the time?
It was in Chicago, in Chicago. So I was still writing my music. I had like a whole composition book full of music. Then I started recording myself. So then that's how I kind of got
a game changer. Yeah,
I started recording once I got my phone on a voice recorder, and then writing. And anytime I hear a melody in my head, I'm like, and then I just get to write it, and I'm like, oh, this sounds good. Let me record it so I won't forget the flow of it. So.
Yeah, such a huge part. Not letting the idea go away because it's gone.
Yes, because once you forget, as an R&B artist, when you sing, once you forget that flow, you can have the lyrics, but then you'll go back to it, and then now you're changing the flow because you forgot what the flow was the first time. So I'm like, okay, let me hurry up and record it so I can remember how I said it, because how I said it that first time is always I don't know why, but that first time is always the best to me.
Yeah. And so you got the lyrics and you got the voice recording, so you don't forget how it's gonna go.
Exactly.
What's the next step then? Are you looking for like beats to make songs at this point, or is it still just getting the melodies of your lyrics down?
At the time, I had a cousin that was doing beats. Shout out to my cousin Mike, and he actually I forgot about this, but he actually made a beat. And I did a song. That was my first recorded song. I didn't release it though. Oh. But I recorded a song with him. It was called Oh Boy. I pretty much still like it. I don't know where it is though. I wish, you know what, I should ask him now that I'm thinking about it.
Gotta find it. Or Mike, if you're watching, send it to us.
Put a link in the comments down below. We are sitting, I'm sorry to interrupt, we're sitting down with Camille Love on DogStar. We gotta take a little break.
Yeah.
We are working our way through the early years, learning the beginnings
origins
of an artist's journey. Yeah.
Follow her on Instagram, Camille Love Official. It's Camille Love everywhere you're looking for her music.
Easy.
Spotify, YouTube. You can follow us at DogStar Podcast.
We're going to come back talking more about artist development, more about the
song-making
process, exactly, as well as getting into the discography when we come back with more Camille Love here on DogStar.
Again, follow her. Check her out on Instagram, Camille Love Official.
How do you spell that?
CamilleLoveofficial.
So long when you say it like that.
DogStar Podcast on Instagram as well. That's DOGSTARPODCAST. We will be right back. Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with Camille Love, learning about the early career, the supportive family that you had, which is really key. Getting the good habits of remembering your songs and writing down your songs.
On top of the after-school program, artist development. Something that we need to start perhaps here in the Twin Cities.
Oh my God, that will be amazing.
Which is like, I mean, maybe not a 5-month, but I think some sort of program to show what's possible. Because I'm sure when you came out of that, was any of your anxiety lowered, or did you not focus so much on performing?
It was for performance, the performance aspect of it. Right. I felt like I was still learning because, I did it with a couple of girls. So we were like a group. So it wasn't anything solo. But I feel like at that time I was still learning my voice. Yeah. Like, okay, who am I as an artist? How is my sound? So I was still nervous on that part, but performance-wise, I was like, oh, I got this. After that, I was very confident on the performance level.
Speaking of, what was the first performance? What was your first time on stage with R&B or hip-hop?
My first performance, my first time on stage, I sung at my uncle's wedding.
Wow.
So, yeah, I did that. Well, you know what? Before it was the Chicago Theater and the artist.
Right.
Yeah, that was my first literally time on stage.
And you're just hooked ever since.
And then I wasn't hooked. It still took me time.
Really? Okay.
I was still afraid because of me still learning my voice and trying to connect with that. I kind of felt like I was letting the fear get in the way at that time. Yeah. So for me, now that I'm older, I know, like, okay, girl, you was afraid for nothing. Now that I'm doing this, so I feel like for me as an artist, I feel like it's important to keep going and keep being consistent and keep doing this because, I held myself back for so long. So it was like, I have to figure this out. Like, I have to do it. And to be honest with you, my daughter, my oldest, she is very talented. Like, you think I'm a trick of all trades? That little one, I don't know what is it she can't do.
Wow.
Like, I mean, she got it on as me and her dad are creatives. But I'm like, how am I going to motivate her if I'm not really, taking it serious myself?
Right.
So for that's what really did it to really, okay, now I'm doing it. Now I'm taking it serious because I have to be an example for her. How am I going to tell her, girl, you got this, do this, go after your dreams if I didn't go after mine. So I didn't want to be a hypocrite. I'm like, I'm going to lead by example. So that's what really had me like, okay, I'm going to be consistent. All that fear, you either in or you're out. And I said, I'm in. So from there, it was like, okay, now that I have this child, I'm going to actually take it serious. And I'm like, okay, where's my composition book? I'm revising all my old songs. Whoa. I was like, okay, this was too far back then. Let me kind of ump it up. So I'm like revising stuff. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm ready. And then came Minnesota. So I moved out here. Yeah. Okay. So that's when I finally moved to Minnesota. I had my second child at that time. And I was like, okay, I want to go somewhere where it's more safe. Because, Chicago, especially where I was living, it was pretty dangerous out there. So I wanted to raise my kids in a more, sound, state where it wasn't so much, violence going on. So that's what made me move here.
Okay.
But once I came to Minnesota, I was like, okay, I want to take it serious. So then that's when I started, thinking about, came up with Camille Love, the name. Like, I started when I was like in the artist development, I was like, okay, what other name am I going to go by at that time? So then I was like, okay, my middle name is Camille. And then I'm a lover girl, so
it's a no-brainer.
Perfect. Camille Love.
Were they talking about it was important to have an artist name in that artist development class? Yep. What were they saying?
There was like, you notice that these artists have like two names. They go by like
Alicia Keys.
Yeah, Alicia Keys or Chris Brown. So it was like, at that time, I'm like, okay, so how about Camille Love? And I think that's when I was like, okay, let me really develop myself. And I came up with the name. I was like, okay, what genre am I going to do? I'm like, R&B, of course, because I'm a lover girl. So then that's when I really started, jotting down my notes and really creating Camille Love at that time.
Songs that would fit Camille Love, and that's so cool.
So do you write as Camille Love when you write, or does it all just kind of come from the heart, from the soul?
When I'm writing, it really comes from my emotions and what I'm feeling at that time or what I've seen, because I've seen a lot, and I'm like, okay, I'm encouraged by your situation, like, and a lot of other people are going through this, so why not write a song about it? So I think more so in that aspect, like, okay, this is how I'm feeling, this is how she's feeling, this is how the world is feeling, so why not make a song about it and, encourage people to love or encourage people to keep moving forward. So, I mean, that's why so much of my songs is about, being in a relationship and loving, or sometimes you're, going through some things and hopefully it'll get better, but if not, move on, So that's more so like where my music kind of lies.
Yeah. You know? Do you find yourself listening to your own music, or because I know some artists are like, I'm never listening to that.
I love my new song, Finally Free. I literally, it's not a workout song, but I literally listen to it every time I work
mean, it depends on the pace of your workout, perhaps.
And the song I Know, I listen to that when I work out too. So those are the two songs that I love to listen to when I'm working out. I mean, I kind of listen to it at home too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love those songs.
That's so good to hear. That I feel like when an artist listens to their own music, some might think it seems a little, self-centered. I think it reiterates the power of that art. That you see value in it, that you see meaning in it, even beyond.
And to be honest, too, to piggyback on what you're saying, like when you listen to your own songs, you're like, that's how I sounded. Okay, I can improve on this part. You're like, being your biggest critic. Like, okay, what could I improve on?
Totally.
So, like, I listen in that aspect too. Like, okay,
reflection.
Like I feel like that note could have been. So next time I go and record and do another song, I'll do better on this part. So that's how I look at it when I'm, listening to my music too.
Would you say each song that you drop is better than the last still?
Yeah.
Or have you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would say that because my thing is improvement. Like once I go in and I'm like, okay, I don't like, because some stuff I don't like too. I'm like, I don't like that part or I don't like this part. So I'm going to make sure next time I do this or I do that. So I'm really big on pacing myself and really like, because again, it goes back to artist development. Like once you learn it, you're like, okay, if I'm going to do it, I got to do it full blown on. So it has to be good. So I literally pace myself and I'm like, okay, I did this that time. So let me improve better on this. Let me add more harmony.
Yeah.
Let me add more, rhymes here or do that like that. So
I mean, I was going to ask in that regard, how do you know when a song's done?
Yeah.
Or is it kind of tough to...
You could wait forever.
For me, I had to really get on myself about that because I would work on it and keep working on it and procrastinate. And I was like, it has to come out. Like, just do it. So once I'm in the studio and I'm like, okay, I was in here like twice already. Just put it out. You're overthinking it because I can overthink sometimes. So I'm like, for me, I have to just push it out because I will literally sit on it and really overthink it. So I think.
Do you have any? After you. I was going to say, do you have any like rules for yourself now where it's like, oh, I need to put this out like 6 months from when I wrote it or like need to have it recorded 6 months from when I wrote it?
I actually bought like a microphone in my house and I have like a whole like recording set and everything. So I actually record myself and practice at home now before I go to the studio. So I'm literally at home just writing and recording and remembering. I'm like, ooh, let me go to the work station.
Right.
And I'm like recording and myself and I'm like writing. I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. So, I mean, I'm not a mixing master. I don't know how to do all that. But I'm doing the demos, So I literally just listen and I'm like, okay, now this sounds good. I think I'm ready. And then I go in the studio and I execute from there.
I love that. Yeah, exactly. Practice, and then just kills it.
Yes.
The first song that we found on YouTube or Spotify was It's You.
Yeah.
What made that the song that you were like, all right, like I've learned all this artist development stuff. Like I'm about to put all that into...
That was the first song I actually wrote and took serious. My cousin Mike actually made the beat. So,
hey, Mike again.
Yes.
Very nice.
So once he made the beat, he was like, I got a beat for you. And then I listened to it. And then I instantly, because me, I freestyle first. I instantly freestyle and I come up with like a melody.
Like when you hear
and
the beat.
And a flow when I hear the beat. And then I'm like, oh my God, that sounds good. So I record. So that's how I instantly, got into it. I freestyled and I was like, ooh, I like how that sounds. And then I started writing. I was like, okay, this is what it's going to be about. This is how I want it. So I end up just steady writing to it. And then I sat on it because of the fear thing again. So that song was actually, so that song was actually... in the archive. So, my family. The first time I sung it was in front of my family, because we were all just sitting there and the twins were singing. It was like, Isha, what you got? I was like, you know what? I want to perform our new song, see what y'all think about it. I was like, let's see what the family think about it first. So I sung it. I have a recording till this day, of me actually performing that in front of my family in the living room. And they was like, okay. And I was like singing it. And then from there, I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to be something. Because they were rocking with it. They was like, okay, I see you. So cool. They're like, all right, Isha. Because, it was Isha.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this will be the first song. And then I decided to do, I actually did I Love It first. That was off like a YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was like off a YouTube beat. So that's something that I don't have on streaming service and stuff because I don't own a beat.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be issue first, but I kind of like freestyling. I Love It kind of came to me and I was like, okay, I want to record this first because I liked it a little more.
Nice.
But then that's when issue came and I'm like, okay, this is, the beat I have.
I mean,
there.
you got the beat, so it might have felt a little more important to do something for his beat.
I feel like I Love It was like okay, I want to take myself serious as an artist, so I have to come out with something. And then that song, literally, I did it in 3 minutes. Whoa. Like, it was like a real freestyle. Like,
that's sweet.
And I literally recorded myself, and then I was like, okay. And then I recorded myself again to like do a little ad-libs. And I was like, okay, I'm ready to record it. And then it just happened like that.
That's so cool. Performing in front of your family, sorry to interrupt. Performing in front of your family first, and then you said your first 2 performances was at the State Theater and then at a family wedding. What's scarier, performing in front of your whole family or performing in front of like a ton of people?
I feel like since I had other people on the stage, it was not scary at all because it was just like a whole group of us. So I feel like that wasn't scary at all. But like at my uncle's wedding, I literally told my sisters, I was like, come stand up here with me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So they were like literally next to me while I'm singing. Like, it was like a little cute, little shy performance. It wasn't nothing major, but he was like, go do it, And I'm like, it's your wedding. Like, why would I can't say no.
But then came back to him with the real deal.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's still like my uncle. His name is Derek. Shout out to my uncle Derek. He still calls me to this day like, okay, remember I said you're holding back. Like, I want to hear you go full blown, like, really give them the vocals because you got it, Isha. Like, you got it. I told him, like, I'm used to recording on my phone, Uncle. Like, I got to get used to myself behind the microphone because it's a whole different world from your phone and being behind the mic. Right. So for me, in the beginning, it was like, I got to get used to me. So I feel like now I am. Now every project from here on out will definitely be me full blown, giving the full Camille love experience.
Yes, we want it. We want it.
Exactly. You know what the people want. And the next song, going in order here, dropped on YouTube, Flaws and All.
Yeah, Flaws and All. That was a personal song. Like, that came straight from my own experience. I usually don't get too personal. I'm not like a personal, like, type of girl. I'm very secretive with my personal life to the world. But as an artist, I learned that you got to be a little open because you never know who's experiencing the same thing you're going through and who you can motivate to, come out of the downfalls they may have or whoever experienced the same thing you experience and what they can take from your experience, So I think Flaws and All, I was like, I don't want to do it because it's so personal. My sister was like, do you not know your song motivates me? Do you not know that you should do this? I was like, okay, I'll do Flaws and All. So I'm like, okay. And I came out with it, and my sister's like, yeah, see, I told you. And a lot of people, it got good. I mean, it could have, I feel like even, that's one of the songs I feel like, okay, I could have did a little better. I could have did a little more on. But, yeah.
That's nice that you let the world have it, and you know, there's nothing ruling out remastering and putting it out in the deluxe collection down the line. You know what I'm saying?
But no, a very, very powerful song, and I think, would you say still in the era of finding your voice, or?
Oh, I was definitely still in the era of finding my voice at that time, because that was like the second time that I recorded in the studio, and it was with a different person. So
interesting.
I was like, okay, like this is different. So let me, see what I can do. But it was a good experience.
Yeah, and you haven't deleted it yet. So again, as fans, we really appreciate you keeping it up and sharing that journey with us, sharing that experience with us.
Yes.
And sorry I messed that up. So that was January 11th, 23, I Love It. And then June 6th. 2023, Flaws and All.
Yeah, then Flaws and All. Yeah.
Those were the first two. But then your first music video was for Wicked Times, is that right?
Yeah, Wicked Times, yeah.
What was the motivation behind doing the music video? Is that just more artist development stuff?
I'm going to interrupt you. We got to take another break. You can believe that. We're going to be coming back talking about the Wicked Times music video, about that experience, maybe the pros, maybe the negatives of it, with Camille Love here on DogStar.
Yes.
Follow her, Camille Love Official, on Instagram. Camille Love, if you're looking for her music anywhere.
Follow us at DogStar Podcast. That's anywhere you get your podcasts.
Exactly. Literally anywhere now, which is dope. And then YouTube as well.
We'll be right back on DogStar.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Wow, wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with the star, Camille Love.
And we cut you off. Again, apologies. Right before you were about to tell us the experience of planning and shooting the video for Wicked Times. What can you share with us?
So in the beginning, I came up with this song. I think for me at the time, a lot of people were experiencing like breakups and going through things. And I was just feeling, like I said, off the emotions. I was like, people going through wicked times. So, that's what encouraged me to write it.
Yeah.
And then when I wrote the song, I was like, okay, I already came out with two, singles. Like, I want to do a video, like, to showcase me. And so I came up with, I'm like, okay, let's come up with a concept. And I thought of, like, okay, I know I want to look right. I'm like, I know I want to look like, I want it to be like a more like sensual, like type of vibe and feeling, but also show like this is a warning. I'm letting you know like we're going through this hard times in this relationship. We're going through our ups and downs, but let's get it together. Let's figure it out. But if we don't, I will leave, because, a lot of people experience relationship and they are so gun-ho on pleasing the other person that they kind of forget about themselves. Yeah. So for me, Wicked Times was letting, people know, like, put yourself first. Like, if you got to forget yourself, because I was like, before I lose myself, I will leave, So it was like a warning, like, get it together. Figure it out. If we can't, then, and we keep, losing ourselves, then we gotta, let it go.
Right.
I mean, I experienced it too personally, and I seen others, and I just was like, okay, I gotta write about it.
Gotta,
because it might encourage other people to be like, look, we're going through this wicked time. Let's figure it out. Because I love you, you love me, but then again, if we're losing ourselves and we're not being happy in this relationship, then let's just depart.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you, I know you told us, you had envisioned what you were going to wear. Was that while you were writing the song, or was it after maybe you'd recorded it?
I think after I recorded, I was like...
reflecting on it.
I was like, okay, I want to wear this. I want like... Because I'm not going to lie, Summer Walker, I love her videos, like how she does it. So I was kind of like, and then a lot of R&B girls, they like have like the scene in the bed where they're just, vibing. And then I came up with like the mirror scene. And then actually Black Shark Media was the one that recorded the music video.
Oh, cool.
So he kind of came up with some of the parts, like, okay, like the mirror scene, like, you know, sing in the mirror, and then I'll get this angle. And then he thought of the place that we went to. I forgot the name of the place.
Oh, the location. That's so
but
cool.
It was a dope location. And then I was like, for me, I'm like, I love fashion. So I automatically thought of outfits. Like, what am I going to wear? How am I going to have my hair? And then I was like, okay, if we're going to do this scene, okay, this is what I'm going to wear. This is how I'm going to vibe out. So it was kind of like a collab effort.
And it sounds like you wore a lot, like you did a lot of roles, costume designer, hair and makeup.
Yes.
Writer.
And then I'm actually the artist. So that's what comes with being an independent artist. I mean, I did have the support, I would say. Shout out to them, Black Shark Media, because he did play a big role in my music. So I would say that, you know, for the photos and videos at that time. So I'm appreciative of that. But I thought of like literally, okay, this is how your hair gotta be. this is what you gotta wear. This is how you have to be in this scene, your body movements.
Exactly.
And then I was actually studying other people videos. Like I noticed like when people do videos, they're not doing fast. They're like being still with their body language. So I'm like, okay, you gotta, you know, make sure your movements are right.
That's awesome.
But doing your homework, studying.
I literally always do my homework. I always practice because, again, it goes back to learning the steps of becoming an artist and what's needed. So if it's not, you know, all the way put together, I'm not gonna come out with it.
And it seems like having a music video you felt like was a positive experience, maybe helped people connect with you more because you did another music video for It's You, and then of course the newest music video, Finally Free.
Yes.
You're hooked. Seems like every song is gonna get a music video now. What do you like about music videos, or what do you think it adds that just releasing a song doesn't have?
I feel like it gets to show me, like it gets to show my artistry and my vision.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I love, because not only do you have the story and the song, but now you have the vision behind it. You can see it, you know, and I think that's the part that I love the most. Like, you know, you already know the story from the song, and then you can actually put a picture and a video behind it and have the vision to it too. So it's just a whole package for me.
If you have not watched the Finally Free music video, pause this video and go do that right now.
Now, like right now.
That's sweet. I just want to shout out everybody involved in that really quick, I guess. So DJ Smash did the beat, Mad Max was the engineer, director DP was the Honey Bear Collection, producer Hannah, how do you say the last name again?
Win.
Male talent, Kevin O'Neill, MUA, Kayla Banks, stylist, Tasia Victoria, and the location, Toast Studios House.
Shout out to them. I appreciate all of them coming together. Like Honey Bear Collection got the makeup artist. She was dope too. I appreciate her. My friend Tasia Victoria, we used her house. For the scene. Shout out to her as well. She was a big part. She even styled me too, as well too. At the moment,
the multiples, you can't do it by yourself, or you can only do so much by yourself.
Yes, and then I actually had like an actor, but he kind of bailed. So Kevin O'Neill ended up coming last minute, and he was perfect.
Awesome.
Shout out to Kevin for sure. And the Honey Bear Collection, he's a dope director, videographer, photographer. Like he literally does his thing.
And what does it take to be a dope videographer? Like, what did he do to make? Like, if there's any videographers watching this, what they do?
What do you look for in a videographer?
I feel like what I love the most about working with him is he's like me. Like, he's kind of sort of like a perfectionist. I was like that at first before I had my kids. I was like, my kids had me like, okay, you can't be a perfectionist with kids. You're going to make mistakes. It's a learning experience. So they kind of helped me with that. But I like how he was like, on point with every aspect of it. Like, okay, let's do another take. Let's make sure we do this right. All right. And he paid attention to detail, and that's how I am. So it was amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, definitely going to be more music videos in the future, I'm sure.
Yes, of course. Definitely got to work with him again on another project.
Real quick, before we play the 2 tracks your representative sent us, what can you tell us? What's on the horizon? What are your plans? I assume from what you've been saying the last hour, you're not stopping.
I'm not, no. I might take a long pause, but that is because I'm working on something, and it's going to be amazing.
Yes.
But I think I want to come out with another single.
Okay.
It's, of course, again, it's going to be a video to it.
No,
I won't put any dates on it.
Yeah, I was going to say,
exactly.
I was going to say, keep us guessing. Right. A little mystery is good.
Any dates on it. And then after that, I want to do an EP. And then before the year end, I will be doing an album this year. So.
You heard it here.
Yeah, that's an exclusive. We're about to listen to It's You and I Know. What can you tell the viewers or us about those tracks?
It's You was like my first baby. I love that. Again, I'm a lover girl, so I instantly just imagine love and how it would be, and that's how I came up with that. I Know it's like, the beginning experience when you're first meeting someone, and then you're both feeling the energy and the vibe. So I really like that one too. I Know, I think, to be honest, other than Finally Free, I Know is my second favorite. So I really like that because, the beginning stages is always beautiful in love. So before you get to the real deal.
Yeah, once you can pretend that,
Yeah, but I love I Know the most. I think for me it was like the whole structure of the song.
Yeah.
Like being able to have that verse, and then the bridge, and then the chorus, and then a comeback with a bridge again. I feel like it was a whole breakdown for me with that one.
Yeah. Great song. I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you for joining us on DogStar.
Thank you
we really
for
appreciate
having me. I really appreciate you guys.
Follow Camille Love at Camille Love Official on Instagram. Camille Love to listen to the music. You're about to be hearing It's You and I Know.
Follow us at DogStar Podcast everywhere you get your podcast. Pick up your DogStar merch. We love you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
You all to myself. It's the way you're loving me, make my heart skip a beat, and no other can compete. Cause when it comes to your love, you know I'm on top. When you're rolling, you know I'm gonna rock. Cause baby, you got me, and I got you too. Cause your love is my love, and we're rocking. My love ain't no stopper, baby, yeah. It's the way you love me. It's the way you love. It's the way you love. It's the way you love me. It's the way you love. It's the way you love. It's the way you love. Got you rocking, got me rolling. Got me rockin', babe. It's the way you love. They got you rockin', got me rollin'. We ain't stopping, we keep going, babe. Cause when it comes to love, feels the norm. But with you, I feel safe in your arms. Never had no doubt. Show me what love's about. You put me in my glow. I'll never let you go, baby. 'Cause you got me, and I got you too. 'Cause your love is my love, and we're rocking. Your love is my love, and no stopping. Baby, yeah. It's the way you love me. It's the way you love. It's the way you love. It's the way you love me. It's the way you love. It's the way you love. It's the way you love. Got you rocking, got me rolling, got you rolling, got me rocking. It's the way you love. Got you rocking, got me rolling. Me and we keep going.
Are you mad?
I can feel the chemistry. It's a different type of energy. Boy, you got a hold on me, and I don't wanna be set free. Loving your energy, loving your vibe. I'm honestly loving you by my side. You make me glow from the inside. Oh, you give me butterflies. I'd be lying if I said I didn't notice. You've been keeping me around on purpose, and I can see it all in you. I must say, I feel it too. I could tell what you came to do. Baby, I could tell what you came to do. I know, I know, I know, I know. Baby, I know, I know. If I'm keeping it real, I know just how you feel. I know you want me, baby. I know you need me, baby. I know you want me, baby. I know you need me, baby. I know you want me, baby. I know you need me, baby. I know you want me, baby. I know you need me, baby. See, boy, your pressure. See, you won't let up. You put your heart on the platter. You let me know that I matter. See, boy, your pressure. See, you won't let up. You put your heart on the platter. You let me know that I matter. See, boy, you a different breed. You have a way of putting me at ease. It's the space that you hold for me. You put in time so effortlessly. It's the way you touching me, holding me, baby. You make my body weak. Oh, I know, I know, I know, I know, baby, I know, I know. If I'm keeping it real, I know just how you feel.